Welcome to Michael Sharp live stream garden tour, Deep South live stream garden tour. My understanding of Alabama has grown so much since moving here. I truly love Alabama. It's just amazing. It's really one of the most amazing states in the country. And I mean, from my point of view, because I love nature and wildlife and diversity. And I mean, when you think about diversity, there's some diverse places, like, believe it or not, Hawaii, places that you wouldn't even think. So I'm not saying it's the most diverse ever, but it's very diverse. But Alabama, they go from beach to mountains. They have hot weather, and they have snow. It's just a really amazing, diverse culture and climate, and pretty amazing place. Wow, talk about amazing. Look at these. I hope I'm doing them justice. We gotta just take it off. Yeah, they're nice. These are big. We planted some eggplant last year. And sorry people, 1 second. That's cool, so let's check this out. And these right here are a bunch of okra my son helped me plant. He planted them. I grew them from seedling. And it took quite a while. I had them for quite a while before we transplanted them, but man, they have taken off. Nellie's helped. She does a lot of plant food, and she's good with that. She cultivates the dirt real well. I try to keep them watered. It's been tough because it's been so dry. Water bills have been through the roof. Everything is so expensive nowadays. It's really stressing me out. You just never know when they're just going to take more of your money, and you have no control over it, really. You're just a victim to whatever the hell they want to do. It sucks. We have no say. We have to get gas. We have to have certain things, you know, water, you know. I mean, of course, I don't need a garden. I could go without a garden. So I'm lucky, I'm thankful that I have that, and I can grow a garden. I worked hard for that, though. I purposely bought a place where we could plant gardens and stuff. And I love the nature out here. So as much as I complain about the bugs and gnats and flies and mosquitoes, you know, I chose to live out here. I mean, I knew it was going to be like that. But, you know, it's looking pretty good. I have a lot of interesting plants growing here. My wife helped me with the fence. I mean, she just did it all on her own. I didn't even ask her or anything. She just did it. She's done a ton of weeding over here. Oh, whoa, I better check that. Getting away from this. Let's see how far down I can walk. Yeah, I had this kind of funky. She really changed it. Oh, anyways, more okra here. These are looking great too. All these are plants that I planted from seed. Well, actually, some of these Nellie planted the seed too. That's true. She did a bunch of her own. So, but I had more. So, I mean, a lot of these are plants that I planted from seed. Some are from hers, and hers were from an eggplant she bought from the store. And she just noticed the seeds, and she planted them last year, and then she took one of the eggplants from the plant she planted last year, and these are seeds from that plant. So it's like, I guess they call that plant generations, where you keep getting seeds from plants. She does that a lot. With okra, she always leaves the first okra and it gets huge. And they dry up and they're like a perfect little seed pod. Just save the whole thing, you know exactly what the seed is. I love that. Unfortunately, a lot of times seed life doesn't really last. It can be kind of indiscriminate or whatever, not irregular. You can't depend on it. Like if you just depend on that for the seeds, you won't have seeds for what you want, you know. You have to think about buying some too, supplementing your seeds. These are some sunflowers I planted from a packet last year. Baker Creek heirloom seeds, bunch of different sunflowers. But a lot of these are actually sunflowers from a couple packets my wife bought me too. These things are supposed to be huge. And just so far, I'm not getting that impression, man. I don't know. I have had a lot of struggles growing big sunflower for the last few years now. This would be 3, maybe even 4 years. I don't know what's going on, because I have grown amazing sunflower for years and years. And I've tried to help the soil. The soil has been good for other things that have grown here, but yeah, I'm not sure what my problem with that is. I'm just not being able to, because that's what I love about sunflowers, is when they get huge. Like, look at this. Look at this bad boy. Let's see how heavy it is. The last one I tried moving, I broke it off accidentally. Pretty nice. I'm not picking it though. I'm just going to leave it and make sure that I get good seeds from that sucker. This was from some seeds my wife bought me from Walmart, just random. And the picture doesn't look anything like the pumpkin. It's funny. It looks like just a normal. Really bizarre. I mean, look at it. Put it back on. Well, I've been wanting to do a live stream for a while. So far it has a signal. It's strong. It's still live stream going as far as I can tell. I could look at it, I guess. View stream. I am noticing this phone is getting pretty hot. Yeah, it's looking good. So guess what these are? These right here happen to be cotton. You can see the flowers. The flowers are just so pretty on cotton, man. They start out a pure snow white. Okay, let's travel a little farther. This is really coming around pretty nice. Thing I was the most excited about planting this year, there was a few things, but the thing I really care about the most is the cassava. But I don't know if I can get the live stream down there. I mean, we can see it from here. I don't know how much of a view you really are getting behind that netting. So, but I'd like to go inside there and really get a good look at these cassava plants. They're huge. And I'm a little concerned if there's any inclement weather. I noticed there was a little bit of some wind and one of the huge stalks broke right off the main stalk that's planted in the ground. It was huge. It was the biggest part of the plant. Still a massive plant too. It just kind of shows you how big these things are getting. But let's go check this out and see how far the stream will last. I got a feeling it's not going to go all the way. This is pretty good already. Maybe I'll just stop here just in case. Would like to try to get in there though. I'm worried that I'm getting too far. I think I'm right at the limit right now of the stream strength. Well, I'm in here. It says it's running still. Let's look. It's going down. The bars are going down a little bit. It's pretty decent. Right at the limit right now. Whoa, cool. Yeah, this is awesome. Okay. Something I'm doing also are these taro. My wife helped me with these too. She grabbed, I have one that's so much bigger than the other two. It's taking off. It's really looking great. Even better than one that I got from Nelly. That one right there inside. Oh, might have lost it. Let's go back. Okay, back out. Wow, this is looking really nice, dude. I want to plant them because I know they'll fucking grow. Let's get them in the ground over there, like where that is. Is it back? Let's see. Really strong. Yeah, there's a lot going on though. The wars are the things that alarm me the most. You know, I have an opinion that the wars are the things that alarm me. I have a different opinion. A lot of people agree with me though, but it's still not the mainstream to believe there truly is a two-party system that's really a disguise for actually we just have one party. There's an illusion of choice, and they do things like guns, abortion, gays, call that gag, suppressing the vote, because those issues don't really affect hardly anybody. And yet income inequality, something that affects everybody, doesn't get talked about at all. Global warming, You know, it takes courage to talk about that because there's a lot of people who are very misled and have a completely different belief. And a lot of it has to do with Al Gore. He politicized it when he made a movie, Inconvenient Truth. And he made it so that basically you're rooting for Clinton if you believe in global warming. It's just ridiculous the way he did his movie and how political it was. He took a, like, I mean, nobody did that when it came to the ozone layer. We almost completely lost our ozone layer. People are completely unaware of that. We took drastic changes and steps to fix that. And there wasn't as much big money interest and big money in general behind keeping aerosols. I mean, there were chemical companies, but they're like, man, we can do away with this. But there were other things like lead, where chemical companies kept pumping that into our system for decades, even after they knew the harmful effects it had on humans. So, I mean, that's the thing about war, is that's like you're willingly saying, yeah, go kill people. There are so many corporations that want to do that already, you know, so they like that idea. They're like, yeah, have that kind of idea. We like that. We can bomb you, we can poison you, we can take all your money, we can continue to harm the planet and people, and if the profits are everything and the consequences are for somebody else to deal with. And that's part of their power, is just shifting blame, shifting responsibility. Even if they get convicted of crimes, nothing happens to them. It's so rare for that to happen. But even in the case that happens, the rare instance where that happens, they still get away. It's insane, learning about all that. And I'm okay with all that if it's not at other people's expense. And a lot of the things they do are specifically aimed at hurting other people. I mean, I just heard on the news today, there was a man who died just today, and he was known for leaking secrets about a government, knowing people were sick with a certain sickness and having the ability to cure them, but purposely leaving them sick to watch them and do research. And this was something they did for years. I mean, that's some pretty morbid stuff. You're putting yourself above a lot of other things if you're even capable of doing something like that and really think you're going to get something rational from it. You know, they're just totally scientific about it. They completely disconnect themselves from the person they're torturing. Quite scary. And that kind of, I mean, a lot of things, we've learned a lot about the impacts war has on people and the psychology of people. Let's just say they say this much: it's not good. None of it's good. And believe it or not, you have crazy lunatics who still try to argue the benefits of war. Unless you're one of the billionaires, and even them, I mean, if I had that much money, I'd be trying to enjoy my life, and it wouldn't be destroying the planet and people. That wouldn't be on my agenda. Probably be just the opposite, but they're not like that. You don't get to be a billionaire with that kind of mind frame. You really are an attack all the time. And really ending billionaireism would be doing them a favor, because it's hell. Look at them. They're not happy. Once you have that kind of money, you're a target. Everybody's targeting you. Even other billionaires. It's a constant struggle, a constant war keeping your money. It's that simple. It's not really money. It's more complex than that. It is some money, though. But when it comes to money, it's more of a stream of income. You know, they don't, I mean, the American dollar is losing value. The rich and powerful, they don't go that direction. They don't have to. They can have 100 million on the side and it doesn't even affect their bottom line at all. I mean, they spend hundreds of millions on campaigns. Elon Musk is promising $14 million a day for the rest of the campaign or something like that. I mean, yeah, it's nothing to him. He lost $100 billion in a day, and it didn't have an impact on his life in any way, shape, or form. Just put him in a bad mood. But anyways, I like to get out here and garden and watch nature and sweat my ass off, but you know what? The bugs aren't that bad. And get away from all the... it was just disconnected. Okay, it's back. Wow, I just noticed it was disconnected for a bit. It's got a really strong bars, that's for sure. I'm walking from the signal though. Whoa. It just went, oh, there it came back, okay. Let's see how far. Try to go in the back where my compost pile is.